The Upper East Side was like something from Fitzgerald or Thackeray. Teenagers acting like adults. Adults acting like teenagers.
I don't know about you guys, but it feels like September was just such an insanely quick month. September was like January for me this year. The month of January always just goes by so fast, and that was September for me. I feel like I blinked and it's October 1st. And it's not even October 1st today. It's like we're a full week into October. I don't know where the months are going by, but we're officially in Q4. I've been seeing a lot of TikToks of people posting about like winter arc, getting ready for the winter arc, and I'm here for it because I feel like a lot of the times when it comes to New Year's and like this transitional time, we wait until January 1st to like set all of these lofty goals for the year, and we don't really set in motion our habits leading up into New Year's. And I feel like if you work on starting to kind of work towards those goals, it'll make actually putting those goals into action in winter of 2025 a lot easier. For me, that's definitely been like working on those goals and resolutions that I set for 2024 that I haven't really gotten around to, that I know are most likely going to carry over into 2025. But I'm excited for these next coming months. Fall and winter are my favorite times of the year. I just love the holidays. I love like being surrounded by family, and I feel like the months just go by so quickly. So it's really just an enjoyable time for me. I just finished filming Hot Girl Book Recs. I need to go to the post office to drop off a Mishwara package. We actually do all of the packaging and everything ourselves. So far it hasn't been too insane. Like I feel like the packaging system that we have hasn't been too difficult to keep up with. We've been really trying to stay like on top of it as much as possible because I know how annoying it is when you like order something and it takes a little bit longer than you expect for it to ship. I think I'm gonna run to the store, maybe grab a couple things, and then pick up some food for tonight. I've been just having a chill day in today. I spent like the whole day studying LSAT in the living room with the little Yule log going on. Half my family thinks I'm insane for this, but I love putting on a good little Yule log during the fall and the winter. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go to YouTube and search up Yule log. Let's go run some errands.
Is it better to speak or to die?
I have to go to the Apple store this morning because my phone stopped charging last night. I thought it was the charger that I was using, but I've tried like 5 different chargers this morning, all not working, which is just lovely. I was supposed to have a jam-packed day today. I have so much that I need to get done today, and I have to go take my sister to the dermatologist like at 3. I really need to refilm that video that I filmed yesterday because as I was going in to edit the footage, I realized that my entire neck was out and I didn't notice while I was filming because I wasn't paying attention. Thank God I decided to import the footage in last night and not the day before the video was going up, but now that's just like another thing on my to-do list that I have to figure out. Honestly, I have the worst luck when it comes to Apple stores. I feel like every time I go there with an issue, it just always ends up becoming this whole situation. So I'm just hoping that it's like a quick in and out. There's something that they can quickly fix and then I can keep it pushing. Regardless, I'm gonna bring my laptop just in case I'm there for a minute because you never know, honestly, especially with walk-ins, but I'm hoping that I get lucky because it's the middle of the week. Like, who is going to the Apple store during the middle of the week? In the middle of the week. When I tell you guys, the Mishwara drop was actually so stressful. It's funny because going into it, I was literally joking to my sister that this restock was gonna go so smoothly, especially after the soft launch. We knew how everything worked, so everything was gonna go smoothly. It was honestly a disaster. Somehow when the restock went up, the website went up on test mode. I don't know exactly how this happened, but the first 25 orders that came in were just completely under test mode. So those 25 orders did not take payment. They didn't fully process. It just looked like the orders were kind of like in the process of being processed, and it kind of looked like it charged people, but it didn't actually charge anyone for the test order. It's like a function on the website when you build a website on Squarespace to test out different modes of the website. So if you want to like test out what it would look like with the checkout process before actually uploading the website, you can do it that way, and then it doesn't charge people on the test mode. That just honestly created a lot of confusion and chaos and was really just a lot to deal with. And I apologize for anyone who tried to shop and honestly had to experience that or deal with that. There was also just a lot of frustration too, because the restock sold out in 10 minutes, which alhamdulillah, we were so surprised. We did not think that it would sell out so quickly. Keep in mind, this is a completely handmade process. And so it takes a long time to produce like every single scarf. We can't produce super quickly. We tried our best to really just bring more quantity with this restock. And inshallah, in the future, we want to continue to be able to just like produce more so that everyone can end up getting to shop Mishwara. So we've just been dealing with all of the issues that little website test malfunction kind of created these like past few days. Sunday was my friend's birthday, so we went to San Diego and I tried to just like honestly take a break from all of the stress of this. And I literally Saturday, we spent the whole day working on Saturday to just get all of the orders that went through process and then just handling all of those like orders that malfunction, just to make sure that we can get as many of those orders fulfilled as we possibly can. We're still working on processing and shipping out all of those orders, so I need to go drop off a batch at the post office today. But if you didn't get to shop this restock, or if you're looking to shop like different styles, different colors, we're going to be having another drop very soon, inshallah. It's already in the works and we already have those new designs coming. So inshallah, we'll probably be releasing a drop date for that drop in the next coming weeks. This entire thing is just honestly a learning process for all of us. Like, we're so new at this, and you know, we're a small business, we're just getting started. So I feel like throughout this entire process, we're learning so much about how to run a business. Inshallah, future restocks and drops will go a lot more smoothly than this one. I have some work to do. I really need to study LSAT. I took a break from LSAT this weekend, so I'm gonna go to Karak to study, but I need to drop off those new orders. I'm wearing this hijab, this purple rope hijab. The style is called rope. It's like a Mauritanian style that you use actual ropes to create the design, which is so cool. This has always been like one of my favorite styles. This is actually going to be one of the new designs that's going to be coming on that next drop. So I'm so excited. We're doing it in a couple different colors. Stay tuned. And if you guys ever have like any suggestions or colors you guys want to see, comment them down below. I also started reading Tar Baby by Toni Morrison. I got this from a friend for my birthday, and I've just honestly been craving reading Toni Morrison again. I'm like only a chapter in and already loving this. So I think I'm gonna bring this and read this on my break. I'm really trying to decrease my screen time, especially with all of the Mishwara work. Like, I'm already spending a lot of time on social media because of that. So I'm really just trying to, you know, still make time for like reading, journaling, all of the fun things that are just not social media related. It's been a minute since I've done some book browsing. It's honestly so fun to see all the new releases and window shop a little. I feel like I blink and so many new releases come out that I want to read. Browsing bookstores is my favorite way to discover new books. I've been doing maintenance at the gym, so I've had to switch my workouts this week to the mornings versus the afternoon, evening, and I've actually been enjoying it, surprisingly. The main reason I switched to working out later in the day is every time I want to work out in the morning, I just end up pushing it off and having such a delayed morning. So it's almost just worth it for me to get some stuff done in the mornings, get through my day, and then go later on in the day when I'm more in the mood. But it's always nice afterwards because then I have the whole rest of my day. All of the spots that I have mirrors in this room are just the most backlit locations, so it's so hard for me to show you guys my outfit. But I got this long cardigan from Target, super comfy, goes down like past my knees, and it's like the cutest fall staple item. Definitely run to Target because Target has such great fall staples, especially for hijabis. Like, I recently have gotten all of their universal thread long sleeves, like in every color, and I've been wearing them on rotation. They're just a good staple. My mom got me this cute little cherry charm to add to my Coach bag. This is the Coach Lana bag. I don't know if I've ever shown you guys this bag, but this is like my staple getting work done bag. If I was still in college, this would be like my everyday bag because you can fit so much in here. Like it has 2 compartments. On one side I have my laptop and everything. I can fit my laptop, my iPad, literally everything that you need fits into this bag, and it's so cute and convenient. But this cherry charm is so cute. She got it off of Amazon. It's like the dupe of the cherry charm that Coach sells. And it's so cute. I love it. While I would love to just lean into fall fashion, we're just still fully in the 70s. So I'm kind of deluding myself a little bit wearing a cardigan, but we gotta do what we gotta do. LSAT, and I want to show you guys my new favorite fall candle that I've been obsessed with burning. It's the Target Pumpkin Bourbon Candle. I initially got this candle because I love the brown glass that it's in. It's so cute. I feel like it's just cute to just sit on your desk, but it also smells so divine, and I've been obsessed with burning it. I've been burning it every day. I'm always scared whenever I'm buying candles that it's not going to be like a strong scent, but this one smells really good. And they have like a larger version. They have like this smaller one, and then they have a larger version. So I think I'm gonna have to go back to Target and get the other one too. I also have actually finally started burning my tapered candles. They've mainly just been decor, and then I realized the other day, like, they're literally candles. I can burn them too, and I feel like they just add, even though they're not scented, they add like a nice ambiance when I'm studying. But it's a gloomy day. I kind of just want to have like a chill day in. Hopefully I'll have some time a little bit later for some reading. I'm 30 pages into Tar Baby. I need to read this during the day because every time I like sit down to read this at night, I get a couple pages in and I'm falling asleep. But I was watching a bunch of TikToks last night on Toni Morrison and all of her different books, and it made me so excited to like read all of Toni Morrison's book. I definitely want to read The Bluest Eye next. I found a TikTok where a girl spent all of last year reading Toni Morrison, and the way she did it and the way she recommends is to read it in publishing order, starting off with The Bluest Eye, and then Sula, which I've already read, The Song of Solomon, Tar Baby is the 4th one, Beloved, Recititaph, Jazz, Paradise, Love, A Mercy, Home, and God Bless the Child. The one that I've really been eyeing is The Bluest Eye. I've heard everyone recommend The Bluest Eye, so I think I'm going to read that one next, and that was her debut novel. I think I actually want to try and attempt to read all of Toni Morrison in 2025. I tried reading Beloved like 2 years ago. It was super convoluted, but she was also saying that when she read Beloved after reading her earlier books, it was a lot easier to understand and like get into her books. So low-key might try that. Also, in terms of studying LSAT, I have made the switch from 7 Sage to LSAT Demon, which I wanted to give myself like a couple weeks on LSAT Demon to just get familiar with the platform and everything, formulate my thoughts before I like shared with you guys how I'm feeling about that. I decided to switch platforms because I've been listening to the LSAT Demon Daily and the LSAT Demon podcast pretty regularly, and I really like their approach to the LSAT. I feel like the way that they approach the LSAT has just honestly helped me, one, understand the test better, and also just like has helped the way that I approach all of the different questions. So it's been really helpful to just like listen to that podcast. I feel like I've learned a lot from it, and I recommend everyone go give it a listen if the LSAT is something that you're thinking about studying for. And I was getting to a point with 7 Sage where I just felt like I had taken advantage of the platform. Like I had gone through all the lessons, I was going to their live classes, I upgraded to the live, and I just was kind of hitting a score plateau. I've been experiencing a little bit of a score plateau these past couple months, which is why I ended up just not registering for a test this fall, and I'm just waiting for my practice test scores to just reflect the score range that I want before I sign up. I just decided to just make the switch and switch to LSAT Demon, which these past couple months I've been actually going back and forth on like whether or not I wanted to switch. And the main thing that was holding me back was the fact that I had already spent all of these months on 7th Stage. And it's funny because I was reading Amanda Montell's book about overthinking, and one of the things that she talks about is the sunk cost fallacy, which was literally my mindset throughout this entire process. I kept getting stuck and hung up on the fact that I had spent X, Y, and Z months, X, Y, and Z time on 7th Stage, and I had already put and invested all of this into that platform, and I didn't want to switch over to a new platform or try out a different method. It's funny because when I first started studying for the LSAT and I was doing research on TikTok, one of the things that I heard a couple people say is like, don't be afraid to pivot. Don't be afraid to switch up your study methods or what platform you're using or different resources, because not only are people different and like different things work for different people, but also at different phases of your studying, you may need to try out different things. Like, I feel like 7th Stage was really good for me at the beginning in terms of giving me the basics and the foundation of the LSAT and giving me all the lessons and everything that I needed to know back then. But I hit a certain point where I was just like, you know what? I need more. I need something that's going to be more drill focused and that'll take me to like the next phase of my studying. LSAT Demon has been really nice because LSAT Demon focuses specifically on drilling, and the whole platform is just honestly geared around drilling. So I've been really enjoying it. It's I want to say my 3rd or 4th week on the platform, and I really like their approach. I actually do also like their explanations a lot better because they do written explanations as well as explanation videos, and they'll have like multiple for a given question. So you can kind of see like different ways to approach each question. I also just like their approach a lot better because I've never been someone who's like a diagrammer or who's like who understands formal logic in a very natural way. So I feel like kind of moving away from diagramming personally has just been helping me a lot. I'll keep you guys posted on like my thoughts and everything as I continue to use LSAT Demon and all of that. But so far I've been really loving and enjoying the platform. It's been really good for me. Wow, it is just so dark. But so far it's been really good for me. And again, if you're studying for the LSAT, don't get stagnant and don't be afraid to try out different things. I just finished grabbing matcha with a friend at Kit Coffee. I got the blueberry lavender matcha. It was really good actually. Highly recommend. We went to the Irvine location. They close at 4, so I'm at Capital One Cafe to study for a few more hours. It's like 5 o'clock, so I'll probably be here. I'll probably stay until 8. Thursdays are really the day that I try to just get as much work done as possible so that I can go into the weekend as guilt-free as possible. The weather is kind of getting a little chilly, so I brought a little cardigan, and it just makes me excited for it to like actually get cooler. It's like been on and off, to be honest, this week, or it'll be cool in the mornings and then the afternoons will be like creeping towards the 80s. I finished listening to 101 Essays That Will Change the Way You Think by Brianna Weiss. I talked about it in my recent Hot Girl Book Recs video, so I'm not gonna go too much into it. I rated it a 5 out of 5 stars. Definitely recommend everyone give it a read. I feel like this is one of those books you have to read slowly though, like over time. The audiobook is nice if you kind of want to treat it like a podcast, but if you like to like sit and annotate your books, this is definitely one of the books that I would recommend annotating as you go through. I do want to get a copy of the physical book so that I can reread it and this time like maybe highlight and annotate as I go. It took me a year to get through this book, quite literally, and it's because it is so dense and it covers so many different topics, but it is genuinely one of the most helpful self-help books that I have read. You will quite literally feel like a different person when you finish reading this book.